Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be attempting to do a portrait painting of my wife. I've been pretty intimidated to do this one because I want to do justice to how beautiful my wife is, and I'm worried that my inexperience with painting is going to turn out in not the greatest result. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do here is lay out the proportions in a rough sketch and really just lay down my values. This is going to give me a good baseline to follow for when I start the actual painting. Now I'm going to prepare the canvas for the actual painting. So I'm going to take this gesso, and I actually got a little bit carried away. As you can see, you're supposed to apply 2 to 3 thin layers of gesso. Since I had quite a thick layer, I just went with 1 coat. So now that I've got that layer of gesso on the canvas, it's going to act as kind of a primer. It's not necessary when you're painting with acrylics, but I've found that it prevents your acrylic paint from soaking into the canvas so quickly. And so here I'm toning the canvas. This is just going to give me a foundational layer to build my portrait off of rather than white. It's kind of hard to see the values correctly when you're going directly off of white. I ended up toning it a little bit darker than I wanted to, but that's okay. Then I'm going to transfer my drawing over from the tracing paper to the canvas. I tried using a water-soluble white pencil and it really didn't transfer well, so I ended up drawing my sketch back onto the canvas so that I could have the foundation for what I'm going to paint. As I said previously, I really don't have much experience with painting, let alone with portraits. In fact, this is only my second attempt at an acrylic portrait. At this point in the process, I was getting pretty frustrated, honestly. My colors weren't mixing correctly how I wanted them to, and I just wasn't getting the values right. As you'll watch in the video, I end up overworking a lot of the skin quite a few times, and eventually I get it to a point where I'm happy with it. As I got to this point in the painting, I was getting really excited because It was actually starting to resemble my wife, and my values were coming together. I kind of had the full, complete face there, and I was just really anticipating what the final product would look like. I want to take a second to thank my good friend Matt, who created all the music that I used in this video. He actually just put out a new album on Spotify, so you should go check him out with the link in the description. As I began to lay down some of the finer details and some small highlights, I really started to feel happy with the outcome of the painting so far, and was kind of dreading doing the background. I decided to put in a portion of her shirt and extend her hair down a little bit further like the original picture looked like. It just felt like it was getting cut off at a weird point. I started laying down the background and I was actually having a lot of difficulty. Not only was I unsure about the color, but the paint was drying on me really quickly and I just could not get the colors to blend very well. I should have done a lot more testing first. I ended up putting the painting into an app and testing some backgrounds after this because I really did not like the green. So now you'll see that I'm going over this background with a brown color. The contrast just looked way nicer with the portrait colors and kind of the tones that I had laid down on her face. And I'm a lot happier with how it came out after I finished the background in this brown color. Even though I came into this painting with a lot of fear and worry that it wouldn't turn out very well, I'm really happy with the end result and feel like I did a pretty good job of getting a resemblance of my wife, even though it's obviously not as beautiful as she is. But even in just this one painting, I learned quite a few lessons that I'm going to take with me into the next one, and I hope that those lessons can have some value for you guys too. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It really does mean so much to me. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know down below, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. I'd love to hear what kind of art you make and what you struggle with as an artist, and I really look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.